What's good, crew? It's Rubber Captain coming back at you with another video, and today we got another special one for y'all boys, man. We got a crew requested video. Dang, I can't talk today. What's wrong with me, man? Anyway, we got a crew requested video today. As you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, we got that RP Uta, that RP Uta smoke, man. A couple people was asking me about Uta. Does she have a place? Can she be viable? And I think she can with the right build. So we've tested probably like 4 or 5 builds with Uda. I'm gonna like glaze over, where we started and then kind of like how we developed into what's our final build, or like what we'll be working with from here on out. So without further ado, man, if you've been waiting for, the only RP Uda video you need, this is it right here, man. And if you like content like this, you're a RP Luffy fan or you're a PB Luffy fan, man, make sure you hit that like and that subscribe button, because that is our main leaders. And we will be dropping, fresh videos for them every week. Every week, man. And, hey, I appreciate everybody who's been watching the videos, who's been liking, who's been subscribing. Hey, y'all helping me out a great bit. My daughter just got accepted into college, man. So, hey, every bit of money we make on YouTube is going straight to that, man. So, we don't get to keep any of the earnings, unfortunately. And not only is it going to that, it's going to y'all with these giveaways. We do got another giveaway coming up soon. It's gonna be for the new. If you see my last video, the thumbnail, that leader card, yeah, it's gonna be for that. The Blurple Luffy leader card will be our next giveaway, man. So we're gonna wait till we get a little closer, probably at least the EBO2, and then we'll think about doing that giveaway then. So make sure you tap in now, man. Right now is the time. But that's enough rambling on, man. Let's get into the video. So this was our first iteration we started with right here. And I'm not gonna really go over this list because this ain't where our final list is at. But I'll just glaze over some of the cards. We had the ten drop Shanks. We had both of them. We had the Rush Shanks and the KO Shanks. Both are great cards, but we kind of got away from the Rush Shanks as we go on into our builds. We did try the Rosie out with the Vince, the Blast Breath, and the Union Armados. This is not a terrible list to start out with if you want to check, try this version of the list. It's not terrible. But let's get into the next list. Alright, crew, this was the second list we made. After the first one, we did some testing with the first one. We wasn't getting consistent wins like we wanted to against meta leaders. So that being said, we went back to the kitchen. We cooked a little bit more. This one, we actually took out the Rosie package. We was only running the two cost events because they are film events, so they do work with our leader effect. So this is kind of where we was at with that list. We still had the Rush Shanks, we still had the regular Shanks, and we did some more testing with this list, and we decided to go a completely different way. So let me show you the next list we made. All right, crew. So with this one, we got our inspiration from our RP Luffy build, and we went in a completely different way than our other list. We tested out, we have Zorajor on every list, but we tested out our Brûlés, which is always a great card in my opinion. We're doing the New Gates and the Eustace Kid combos, and then we're running the 10 drop Shanks at 3. And we are running the Dragons as well in this list, and Ben Beckman I think was in every list. But yeah, we're running the Usohachis, and then we are running the Shirayas, and then Baccarats and all that. This list wasn't bad, but it still wasn't. I mean, it was a fun list to test out. It's not bad because if you do get the Kid and Newgate, it's still decent. I mean, 8K leader is still something to. It's hard to get over. But I found that when I was playing the multiple 10 drops, that not having a Don open for the events is just like, with the Rosinante, you could potentially get a Don open if you play Rosinante if you find him, but if you don't find him, then you're kind of cooked. So let's get on to the final list. Alright, crew. So after all our testing and all our different lists we tried out, this is it, man. This is the best list I've came up with so far. This is what's been working for me. So let's break down the list. We got our leader, which If you've never seen the leader, it says when attacking, you may trash one film card from your hand, give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 2,000 power, which is a great effect until the end of the turn. Then add one Don from your Don day is rested. So she's great at ramping as long as you're playing the proper amount of film cards. So you can ramp every turn, and then also if you're playing extra ramp, you can double ramp per turn. You know what I'm saying? So great effect. Also, the minus 2,000 power comes up. So we got our 10 drop Shanks here. This card I think is mandatory for this leader over the rush Shanks, just for the simple fact is with your leader effect, you get minus 2,000 to a 12k body, and then Shanks can pop anything. So Shanks can remove Blackbeards if they didn't use their leader effect, which most of the time they will, but any like big characters like the 12 cost rush Shanks, anything like that, Shanks can remove him, for free with your leader effect. So great card for this deck, and it removes anything that can be removed. We got 4 of the Sharias, a film card. It's a blocker. This helps in like yellow matchups or matchups where they're swinging big with their leader every turn, like the Yamatos or even the 6K leaders, because when you block with this character's base power becomes the same power as your opponent's leader until the start of your next turn. So no matter how much Don they put on your leader, you can block with this 1K and it's safe. Alright, next card. We're playing 3 of the Douglas Bullets. I added this card because I felt that we needed more blockers for the film type specifically, because you want blockers in this build, but specifically film blockers. And plus it's a 6k 7. It's a 6 cost 7k blocker, which is great, and it has 1k counter. If your leader's film, this character gains blocker, so works with our leader. Great card. And if we don't need it, we can just discard it for leader effect to ramp. Running 2 of the Baccarats in this build. Baccarat's a great blocker. On opponent's attack, you may trash 1 card from your hand, get one of your leaders plus 2,000 power during this turn, so you can trash a brick and turn it into a 2k counter, essentially, is what it does. Running 4 of the Dragons. Dragon helps in the Blackbeard matchup. It also helps just in any matchup where you need to, get that extra aggro in, or that rush specifically. So this is our rush instead of the 10 drop Shanks. We decided with Dragon, and plus we can leave 2 Don open for our event if we do have it in hand by playing the 2 cost on 10 playing Dragon. We'll still have 2 open Don. So great card all the way around. We're running 4 of the Silver's Rayleigh. It's another card that you can combo with your leader effect. With leader effect, you can pop an 8k body with Rayleigh. So that's great. We're also running 4 of the Ben Beckmans. Another great card. With leader effect, you can get rid of an 8k body and it trashes, so it can pretty much remove anything that's 8k or lower with leader effect. And if without leader effect, still removes the 6k. Great card. Running 4 of the 2 cost 3k. It's 2k counter. Shiki, just a 2k counter. Searchable in this build. I forgot I'm running the search on this one. But yeah, searchable in this one. Great card. We got 4 Zorojoros. If they take it off the board, they take it off the board. It doesn't really matter because you get to ramp with your leader effect anyway. But it's just a card that they have to worry about when you play it out. So it's like, if they want to invest to take it off board, that's fine because you can ramp anyway with your leader effect. So we don't really care about that. Then we're running 3 of the Guild Tesoro. I don't know how to say this guy's name. I'm not gonna cap. But anyway, what he does is on play, you Don -1 if your leader has film type. You get to add 2 4 cost or lower film characters from your trash to your hand. So this is like a Gecko Moria type card, but it doesn't play them. It adds them to your hand. But on 10 Don, you can play this out. Add back a 2 of your blockers, and like a 2 cost blocker and a 3 cost blocker, and play them out. So it'll help you, level out, catch back up, get your resources back, your 2Ks or whatever you need. Great card. We're playing 4 of the Shiki blockers. This is a film card. It also on play if you have 8 or more Don, you draw a card, then discard 1 card from your hand. Where this leader struggles at, I found, is hand size. Because you go down the hand size quick when you're using the leader to ramp specifically, which you don't have to use that effect, but getting to your bigger Don turns quicker. is, always beneficial because you're getting to play out your Rayleighs and your Dragons and your Shanks, which is removing their board and establishing your board, which is always great. But Shiki just helps. Even like going second, playing them on 2 is never a bad play. Just, in case you want to protect out early. Running 4 of the Ains. This is a ramp card. It says on play, add 1 Don from your Don deck is rested. This 4 costs 5k, so it's a body they have to worry about. And worst comes to worst, if you don't have enough Don to play this out, you can always discard it with your leader effect and still ramp. So, great card all the way around. And a lot of times, if I have 2 of these in hand, on my 4 Don turn, I'll play 1 out, and then I will swing. Well, I'll swing with leader first, discard 1 for leader effect, and ramp, and then play 1 out and ramp. So you double ramp in that turn right there on your 4 Don turn, which is great. We're playing 4 of the Buena Fiesta. I don't know how to say this man's name. I guess Buena Fiesta, something like that. I'm probably butchering, but who cares? On play, look at the top 5, reveal a film card other than Buena Fiesta, so it can't search itself. Add it to your hand and place the rest at the bottom. This searches pretty much any of your your blockers, your guy that adds back, your Shanks, pretty much a lot of your deck. This searches right here. This searches right here. Then we're running 2 of the Union Armado. It's a 2 cost event. Counter up to 1 of your film leaders gains 4,000 power during this battle. If that card is a character, then that character cannot be KO'd during this turn. So you can use this on a character card, and it doesn't. It has to be film, but just say if you have like a Douglas Bullet on board and you swing with it that turn, and they minus it a bunch or something and try to attack into it and kill it. You can use this event even though it doesn't take it over that attack. Let's say an example. Just say if they like Gamma Knife or something and they attack, even though it don't take it over, the attack that they're attacking with, it will not be able to be KO'd this turn. So it'll still survive. So great card. So this is where this is our final build right here. I will be showing gameplay of every single build, and until we get to this one. So I hope y'all enjoy, man. I hope y'all appreciate me, man, putting out this special content. Cause if my off meta leaders that I be putting out, my videos don't do as well. But I'm still here for the people at the end of the day. So if you request a leader, I will make the video happen. Whether it gets 2 views, 3 views, whatever, man. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not just view farming. If I was view farming, then I would only be putting out PB Luffy and RP Luffy content because that's what I get most of my views off of. So man, I hope y'all appreciate the video, man, and without further ado, let's get into the gameplay. But before we do, hey Brooke, draw that beat. Alright, crew. So our first match is against Nico Robin here. I took a lot of losses with this deck, man, to try to get this perfect build right here, man. I'm pretty sure this is the final form build right here, because we do got the Douglas Bullets and we do got the Dragons. So we mulligan into this hand. It's not an ideal hand. We don't have an extra ramp piece besides, our film cards. Well, we do got 2 Dragons, which can help in this matchup specifically. But with their leader having banished, we're gonna have to play out a blocker early. So we're gonna swing 5 here. More than likely, we'll probably discard a 2k. That way we can get, our 6k blocker as well, our 6 cost blocker as well the next turn. We'll play out a Shariah here and we'll pass. So Shariah is going to allow us to block out of his leader effect every turn for free. But he's only swinging for 6 here. So we're probably just 2k out, which is going to put us low in hand size early on. But it is what it is, man. You got to do what you got to do at the end of the day. He did ramp, so that's good for him, I guess. We're gonna play out our 6 cost blocker here. We're gonna swing 5. I guess we didn't want to use leader effect there. I didn't see a problem in using it, but keeping the event's never a bad play. We actually should just go ahead and swing 5 here with Shariah, but it is what it is. Got out 2 blockers, which is good for him. Gonna swing 9 here. We're gonna have to take this. the guild Tesso, which could have came up, whatever the hell his name is. Alright, we're gonna play out our dragon here, put 2 Don on, swing 7. See what he wants to do here. And I think we should go ahead and swing 7 with our Douglas Bullet as well, because we still have the Shariah blocker. Swing 7 with our Douglas Bullet. He takes, swing 9. He blocks out. So now our board's, you know, filling up quickly here. He plays out a Yamato, which we should have suspected the Yamato. I don't know why we didn't swing with Shariah there. We could have got 2 swings out of Shariah, but we didn't, which is our own fault. But we are on 10 Don, and we can't remove this Yamato for free. Let me swing 5 here. And swing 9 here. And we still got a 6 cost 7k blocker up. And we got a dragon for the next turn as well. Never a bad thing, never a bad thing. See what our opponent does here. I know whatever he does, he better leave 1 Don open for Gum Giant. Because we got a lot of swings coming in. He's swinging 11 at our dragon here. There's no way we let that go. Just block out. Give him the Douglas Bullet here. If you want it that bad, you can have it. We do have a Ben Batman, but we also have another dragon. I don't see a problem playing dragon out, to be honest. But we could just Ben Batman to, you know, get rid of the body. Swing 6, save 2 for our event. Swing 9. There goes the Gum Giant. He had to give us a 0 cost event, which is terrible for him. That's terrible for him. And there we go. We got 2 open Don. We're safe. He can't kill us. Let's see what he does here. Plays out another Yamato. I don't think that's gonna save him here. We have to take this hit. If we don't, I mean, we can't use a 2 cost event. Yeah, might as well. No point in taking a hit that we don't need to. So here we could just split. Yeah, we're just gonna split. We could have played the dragon out as well. I don't think there was a. Yeah, we should just play dragon out. Why not? Swing 9. Yeah, we could have played the dragon out there. Now that I think about it, could have played dragon out. Put 2 on lead with dragon effect. Put 2 more Don on lead and swung an extra 9k attack at our opponent here. But you know, we mapped him out either way. We mapped him out either way, man. Yeah. And that is the first game here. Let's get on to the next game, crew. Alright, crew, we got a match against Boa. This is with the final build list as well. Our hand's not terrible. We do got double ramp. We also have a blocker we can play, so it's never a bad thing. But with Boa, she's probably going to be bouncing stuff back, so let's go ahead and play our blocker out early. I don't know why we didn't play our blocker out early. Nothing wrong with playing Shiki out early. Why not? Yeah, by this time though, we done put in a lot of games with the deck. So we draw into an aim, which is, you know, which is good. Here we'll just go ahead and use leader effect. We'll trash one of the Shikis. Just minus his blocker, it doesn't matter. Gonna ramp us a Don, play out the aim, ramp another Don. So we'll be on 8 Don next turn. Which is great. 8 Don turn 3. Gotta love it. Give him a Zora Jor here, we don't need it. And we draw into a dragon, which is great. Swing 5 here. Play out a dragon, 2 on lead. Swing 7. Swing 9, it's probably with the blocker, yep. So we moving and grooving right now. He red rocks our dragon. Unfortunate. They play a lot of red rocks though. We definitely should counter out of this. We do got our 5 costs, which can add those back to hand. Definitely counter out again. The next turn, if we don't get a big body, we can just play out our 5 costs. Yeah. Play out our 5 costs. Don minus. Add back 2 blockers here. Play out the 2 blockers. Cycle. Yeah. Play out both blockers. Why not? Cycle. Yep. Get rid of aim. Play out Buena Festa. Draw into a 10-drop Shanks. Perfect. Swing 5 into his Gecko here. Use leader effect. Discard a card. Minus 2k on his Gecko. So he has to give us 2 cards to save it. He didn't see that we minus. So he got punished there. He didn't see that we minus. You gotta watch out for that leader effect. That minus 2k. He tried to give us a 1k and it didn't work. Good thing we are low in card hand size because he does play pudding. He did give us a pudding for that. What did he do? Oh, gravity blade. He gravity blade, but he left our blockers up. I don't think that was the correct play, but I guess I definitely would have got rid of the blockers there, especially since he's seen that we can just recycle them. He passes there. He doesn't have anything good to remove with the 10 cost Shanks. We're actually just gonna repeat the play we just did. Add back 2 blockers. Play out the Shiki, the cycle. We draw into a Rayleigh there, so we're just gonna trash the Ben Beckman. Swing 5. See what he does here. Definitely should counter out, right? We do got, you know, stuff to remove his big bodies. Anytime he plays a big body, we're gonna remove it. Let's see what he does here. We got 3 blockers, 6k body on board, and leader attack. So we're looking nice. He plays a Borsellino. Bottom decks our Shiki, or not our Shiki, but our Shiraya. Good for him, but bad for him. We're gonna be able to remove that Borsellino next turn. So just take this here. We get another 10-drop Shanks. It's great. Block out with a Shiki. This turn, play out our 10-drop Shanks. KO the Borsellino. Swing 5. Swing 6. Okay, getting them cards from him, man. I'll take that anytime. They do get like the draw or something with her effect. Plays out a Boa Hancock, makes it where my Shanks can attack, which is unfortunate. Plays out a Doflamingo blocker, but we don't care about that. Let's see what he does here. Swing 6 at 6 here. Yeah, just counter out. Why not? Alright. Play out another 10-drop Shanks. KO the Boa. We're not letting him have any big bodies on board. Swing 5, and we're getting 2 cards. 2 to 3 cards guaranteed every turn with this 5k and this 6k attack. See what he wants to do here. Swing 6. Gave us a 2k. Alright, so he doesn't have any really relevant attackers on board. I mean, he could attack with Dofi if he wants to, but that's one of his blockers. I doubt he wants to attack with his blocker. Still got the Shiki blocker on board. We got 2 10Ks on board. That's looking ugly for our opponent right now. Lays out another Borsellino. Bottom decks our Shiki here. If he puts 3 on Boa, he can get this Guild Tesso off. Yep, gets it off. Good for him, good for him. We draw into another Shiki here. So I say we put 2 on lead. Swing 7, use leader effect, discard one of our 2Ks. Minus the Borsellino. Probably give us a blocker here. Or not a blocker, but a 2K, 1K here. See what he does. Yep, 2K, 1K. It's great. Play out the Rayleigh. Minus the Borsellino and the Dofi. Pop it. Pop the Borsellino. Swing 12. Swing another 12. We get a blocker here for sure. Yep, gives us a blocker there and we pass. Our board is looking devastating. We don't have any cards in hand, but like, we don't have any real counter, but what is he gonna swing with? I mean, let's be realistic here. I mean, he could put 5 on Sengoku, 5 on Dofi, but yeah, you're not getting game. Swinging 7 here. We get into a dragon. That's nice. He put 3 on Dofi, swing 5. I don't disagree with taking that though. Like, you could have took it and baited him. Then I thought about it. If he puts 5 on Sengoku and we don't get a counter out of his last life, then he wins. So being able to counter out of that one just secured the victory guaranteed. I mean, either way, he did have blockers in hand. He should have just blockered up that turn. 3 blockers. He was still gonna lose. I mean, at the end of the day, because we did have Rayleigh, Shanks, and then another dragon. We had a dragon in hand. He didn't know we had a dragon in hand, but it would have been dragon next turn. We'd have had what, 5 swings, 5 swings for a shit ton. So, you know, it is what it is. Let's get on to the next game, crew. All right, crew. So this is using the Newgate and Kid build. Before the dragons, I was testing the non-drop Luffy, so we just replaced that non-drop Luffy with the dragons. I think dragons is better. I mean, the non-drop does draw you a card, but it's worse than the Blackbeard matchup because it's literally just a brick. So we had to swap that out. Swinging 6 at us here. We're gonna take. Swinging another 5 at us. He's being annoying here. I'm just gonna give him a 2K. Alright, so we'll just swing 4 and a 2 here and get rid of that card. Lay out Brûlée and we'll pass. We want to make it where he couldn't use leader effect again, but it didn't matter because he's going to be on 10 down next turn anyway. We're going to go ahead and play out our kid here. He didn't want to swing. So, you know, we don't care about that. Swing 5 with the Zoro, ramp back up to 8. Swing 6 with leader. Leave that open Don for that Rad Beam. In case he wants to play out his 10 drop Big Mom this turn. He plays a 10 drop Kato Lin. That's not bad at all. So we use Brûlée to block out here. He has to swing into it again with his Katakuri. We'll let it go. The Big Mom would be, you know, would be irritating in against any other deck, but we have a way to remove it. We just swing, use leader effect, and then play out our 10 drop Shanks. KO that thing easily. And we swing 8 in the life with Kid -1. Get our lead up to 6K. We couldn't do the Kid first because we had to swing with leader first. We didn't want to minus the Don and not be able to play out our Shanks. Alright, let's see. Play out a Newgate. Thinking here about what I want to swing first. Definitely swing Kid first. Swing Kid, Don -1. Now we got an 8K lead. If he wants to take here. Use a 0 cost event. Now we're gonna swing 8 and a 7 here. If he wants to save it. He wants to save it. He's gonna lose it anyway, but I guess. Get rid of that thing. We got 1 open Don for a Rad Beam. Plays another Charlotte Lin trash on the life. A lot of people don't like these off meta leader matches, but you know, the off meta leaders are actually harder. And plus we're playing off meta leaders, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, I did play against meta matchups, but you know, it is what it is. If I find them, I find them. If I don't, I don't, man. Like I said, I put in a lot of testing with this leader. Probably like 12 hours, no lie. Like 12 hours worth of footage. And you know, I don't know about you, but I ain't got time to dig through 12 hours worth of footage, man. We played out our Rush Luffy here. We minus, hold up, let's go back a little bit. Okay. So we swing with leader here. We're swinging 7 with leader, right? We're gonna -2 on his Lin to threaten that. Okay, well, if you protect out of this hit, we're just gonna attack into your Lin and KO it. But it's really a bluff because he should definitely counter out of that hit if he can. Because now we're just gonna go 10, 10, 12 into life for game. And pause. So if you look, he actually had a 2k. He actually had enough counter to get out of that 7k attack. But since we -2 on that Lin, he thought he saved that counter in case we was gonna attack into his Lin with our 12 cost Shanks. And because he did that, he lost the game. So you know, sometimes you gotta play the mind games with your opponent, man. It'd be like that, you know what I'm saying? But he did have another 10 drop Lin, and if we didn't win that turn, we was definitely cooked for sure. So you know, is what it is. Let's get on to the next game, crew. Alright, crew, this is a game against Black Purple Luffy here. This build is the one with the 10 cost rush shanks as well. I believe it's the second list I showed you. Pretty sure it's the second list I showed you. I don't think Rosanate's in this list. So we'll show you how that game went. We'll show you how this deck list plays out. It's pretty much similar to the you know, the final version. My bad. This guy's taking a little while, ain't he? What's going on? Alright, anyway. Pass to us, we swing 5. We use the leader effect, discarding the Shiraya, and then play out a Zorojoro, I'm assuming. Alright, got the wife texting me and shit, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how it is. Alright, so play out the Zorojoro here. He's playing out the Rona Zoro. He's probably gonna swing for 7 or 8 this turn. I don't know if he went first or not. Yeah, he went second, so he's probably gonna swing for 8 this turn, which we'll take gladly. Let's see, splits with his law and swings 5/5. Yep, he's splitting with his law. That's always an option. We'll just take one, counter out the other one. There is, sir. Alright, we're on 6 down this turn. Say we just swing Zorojoro into this law so he can't, you know, thinking here what I want to do. Just swing Zorojoro into the law, bro. There's no. Guess we're ignoring his body. I doubt he's gonna split down on law again, but you know, still, just in case. It's a 2k there. The 2 on leader, swing 7. No need to use leader effect, but we do anyways. Cause why not? Play out a Shiraya there. Oh, I guess we use leader effect so we can be on 10 the next turn. Makes sense. Do do got the Shariah, so that will help with him strapping down on leader. See what he does here. It's gonna be a Sanji turn. Oh, sorry, this guy's taking forever. I gotta skip through. So he didn't have Sanji. He plays out another Rona Zoro. Maybe he still got Sanji. I don't know. Let's see. Taking his time here. Yep, he doesn't have Sanji. He plays a law out. Gotta be patient with some of these people in the sim, man. I know it gets annoying that, you know, people take 30 years. But you know, it is what it is. He plays out a Frankie blocker here, which is gonna let him cycle. But it does neg him a dime, I think, because he used Rona Zoro's effect first. If you want to play Frankie and Rona Zoro out the same turn, it's better to just use Rona Zoro's effect and just put back one dime. That way you get one dime back active, and then you can play Frankie out and do the effect, and you don't neg any dime that way. But since he did do it the way he did neg one dime, so he's only on 6 dime here. He's still taking a while. I don't know what's going on. He's swinging into Zoro Joro here. We just 2K out. He swung into a bow for 5K. We just 2K out. Alright, let's see. Could be a Ben Beckman turn, but I don't see why not just play Dragon out. Play Dragon out, put 2 on Zoro Joro here. I think we should swing leader first, but nah, we don't have the effect anyways. Swing 6 into 5 here, see if he wants to give up a card. Sorry if you hear my stomach, man. Your boy is getting a little hungry over here. You know, since 2 a.m. working, man. You know, we ain't ate shit, so it be like that. Let the Zoro Joro go, or the Rona Zoro. He let the Rona Zoro go, which is, you know, debatable. I don't know. I think I would have saved that, but it might be bricked up. So we're gonna swing 9 here, so we can get this blocker up out of him. You want to give us the blocker, buddy, or what? Alright, this guy's taking forever, bro. I gotta skip. He didn't give us the blocker. He actually took it. So, I mean, I guess, man. He is on 9 dime this turn. Let's see. Plays out a 9 drop. Luffy. Okay. See what he does here. Alright, I'm gonna skip through a little bit. So he attacked into Zoro Joro with Rona Zoro. We let that go. He attacks 5 with Frankie. I guess he's going for game here, but we're not gonna let you get that, buddy. Then if he attacks into my dragon, we just Shariah save. Yep, he attacks in, just Shariah save it. Alright, what do we do here? Play out 10 drop Shanks and KO the Luffy. That makes perfect sense. Swing 5 here. If he wants to go down to 0 life. Gives us a 1K. Alright. And swing 9 into his blocker here. See if he wants to give us a Gum Gum Giant or see if he's bluffing. Surely you save the Gum Gum Giant for your leader. No, next turn for sure. If you can't kill me. You could argue and save that to go for game next turn, because I do only have 1 card in hand. You swing 7, that guarantees you. Yeah, I probably would have saved that if I was him to go for game next turn. Literally, you just, let's see, put 2 on Frankie or 2 on Ronazoro, swing 7. I have to take. Then you could put what, 3 on Luffy, swing 8. Put 3 on Luffy, swing 8. If I take, then you know you can go the rest on Frankie. Kill me. He plays out 2 blockers instead, which you know is not a bad play neither. Puts 3 down on the law. I take. We get a rush Shanks, which is good. He swings 5 into lead. Just take. Yeah, we get a Usohachi, so now our opponent's cooked. Swings 5 in with lead. We can just counter out with Ben Beckman here. Save the Usohachi. Usohachi can rest down one of the blockers, and then the rest is going into life, and he's pretty much cooked with no open dime. So he quit there, which makes sense because he doesn't have anything except 1K counter. So if I did have something to KO, which either the Ben Beckman or the Usohachi, I KO. Say I play Beckman out, right? I KO the Tony Chopper. Put the rest of the 3 down on lead. Swing 8. He has to give me a blocker or take. He only gonna have 1 blocker, so he has to give me a blocker or take. He takes. Oh well, okay. Swing 9. He has to give me the blocker because he has no more life. Swing 12 is game. Usohachi, since we did draw Usohachi, just Usohachi rest 1 down and split Don. He's dead. With no open Don, he's cooked. He should have left an open Don for sure. I don't think swinging with the law was good there. He did have an event in hand, and he did have a 2K on top of deck, so he would have drew into some more counter. But you know, it happens. It happens. That's gonna be it for the games though, cause I don't want this video to run on too long. I do have a shit ton of more games. Like I said, I probably got 12 hours of footage. I might start putting like my extra footage maybe in like members only or something for people who actually want to see, you know, footage for that later. But who knows? It's up for debate. Let me know what y'all think about the deck list down below, man, in the comments. And I will have the you know, the finalized deck list in the description down below. But let me know what y'all think about it, man. Let me know what y'all are playing in you know, Rp Uta. I said Rp Uta, thinking of Luffy. Let me know what you think about Rp Uta and what you're playing in it. Your kind of success you're having with the deck. Overall, I think it's a good leader. I do think you have to build it properly. The 10 cost rush shanks might have a place, but I haven't found a place for it yet. I did test it out a couple of different times, but I feel like if you're not playing a 10 drop and removing like an active character in this deck, you're just losing advantage, not having no open don. But you know, it is what it is. Maybe we can find another Rosinante build that works better with the Uta. Might be the Dofi package, you know, the whole Dofi package, who knows. But I'll catch y'all boys in the next one, man. Until next time. Peace.